With that, let's bring up our first guest. And thank you, Soul Stealer.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello, man. How you doing?
I'm doing well, doing well. Before we
Yes,
get
sir.
started, looks like I see you as a blank name. So what would you like me to call you?
John. You call me John.
John. Okay, John. And then John, what is your age and which pronouns would you like me to use for you?
I'm 19. You should say he.
Okay, very good. All right. Thank you for that. And do you believe in the God of the Bible, the Torah, or the Quran?
The Bible. I believe in the God of the Bible. If you hear other people say that we all worship the same God, it's just not true. I believe the God of the Bible.
Okay. All right. And all right. So let's talk about the evidence that you have that this God is not evil.
Okay, yeah. So we know the greatest sacrifice is laying your life down somebody, right? Send his only son to get persecuted, get crucified. And whoever believes in him, it does you don't gotta do. It's not works that gets you to heaven, it's just belief. Belief after this afterlife. Because do you agree that we are souls? Do you think we have afterlife? Do you think there is life after death? I'm
I don't have
actually
any I don't have any evidence of that, so I would say no.
uh,
I
yeah,
don't
I'm
believe
saying
that.
yeah, right. I agree with you, right? It's not really evidence, it's faith based, right? So afterlife is faith based, right? It's not you can't really prove there's an afterlife. I do agree with you, 100%, right?
Yeah.
But
I just don't agree it's a thing because there's no evidence of it. So I don't believe it's
yeah,
a
yeah,
thing.
I do agree with you that, and that's where the faith element comes up. Like you can't really prove everything. You know what I'm saying? Like you have some faith in some things, right? I do agree with you on that part, but I don't.
Yeah.
Could you give me some reasons why do you think he's evil, or
What
do
it
you have
says in the
any?
Bible, a lot of things that are said in the Bible, the basic problem of evil, the basic problem of suffering. I think that's a good enough
Could
list.
you could you give me an example so we can have like a basis of argument?
Oh,
Because yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely.
okay, yes sir.
Um, so help me out here. In terms of suffering, is all suffering necessary?
All suffering necessary in the context of what?
Just all the suffering that's in our existence. So all the
Suffer?
suffering is all of it. 100% of it. Is it necessary?
No,
No. Okay.
no.
Okay. And so if there is suffering that isn't necessary,
Yes
that
sir.
you yourself could stop, John, um, that would result in no sacrifice on your part, right? It doesn't risk your life. It doesn't risk, it doesn't harm you, potentially harm you.
Sir.
Would you either stop or prevent that suffering?
We have to go back to it. Are you trying to put me in a God role? Say if I was God, or would I
No,
allow these
just you
things to
as
happen?
John. Just you as John. I'm
It
just
depends.
asking
If
you
I
as John.
okay, so okay, I like referring to analogies, right? So
Mhm.
say if I have a kid, right? Now I give them free will to do anything. It is not my job to make sure that everything has to go right, has to go perfectly, nobody gets hurt. That's not my job. I free will is a thing that we use. We can abuse it, we cannot abuse it, but we cannot blame everything from unnecessary suffering from God. We have to blame that on
Okay.
free will, on us.
Well, I think you're trying to get ahead of this. I'm just asking if you would personally try to stop it or try to prevent it, if you could, if you had the ability to, and again, it doesn't result in any harm.
Yes,
Um,
yes,
yeah,
if I had the ability to, yes, but you're kind
yeah.
of strawmanning the argument.
No, no, it's not. What?
Yes, it really is a straw man. Yes, it
No.
is.
What's a straw man?
A straw man, you're dumbing down the argument so it can fit your narrative, right? So you're trying to reduce it to the simplest form that
No,
makes it sound, stupid and illogical.
no, that's a reductio ad absurdum. So a straw man
So what's the
is
difference, straw man?
a straw man is when you misrepresent an argument and then you argue against that misrepresentation.
Yeah,
So
you
like
misrepresent what God is.
setting
Yeah.
up a straw man. No,
Mhm.
I just simply asked you like what you would do. So I haven't even talked about God yet. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
getting to that, but I'm just
Yeah.
specifically talking about you. So and you've already answered that. You said, "Oh yeah, of course." And I would too. I absolutely
Yeah.
would.
Everybody would. I feel like
Yeah,
everybody would.
anybody would,
That's yeah.
right?
You would. Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody would.
So do you want to take it from like a specific example, like a specific real world example that we can both look at and explore?
Yeah. 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 Go ahead. Yeah. Choose one.
Okay. So um let's say, okay, so unnecessary suffering. So
Mhm.
let's say there's an animal that like a lightning started a forest fire, right?
Yeah.
And there's an animal trapped in the forest.
Hmm.
And if you could go into that forest and rescue that animal with no harm to you, right? Let's just say you're wearing a fire suit or there's a clear path. You can go
Yeah,
in there,
obviously it should
rescue
be
the
yes.
animal.
Obviously it should be yes. Everybody
Yeah.
would help somebody in distress if they could. Yes.
Okay. Would God?
You said what?
Would God do it?
No, because God is the creator and bring taker of life.
Okay. So God wouldn't. He
No.
would allow that animal to suffer and die, right?
Yeah, he would because he is the bringer and taker of life.
Yeah,
He is
because
life
he's the
himself.
bringer and taker of life, he would allow that animal to suffer and die,
Yeah.
right?
Yes. 100%. Agree with you.
Fantastic. Okay. Between you and God, who's doing the morally right thing?
I mean, you can't really say morally right thing when God created you. You have no way to say God, you're immoral when He created that being. Do you get that? He's
So
the
that
bringer, taker
means
of life, yes, sir.
so God is always doing the morally right thing?
What you mean? Always doing the morally right thing?
Is he always doing the morally right thing?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's morally right for God to, since he is the giver and taker of life, to allow that animal to suffer and die unnecessarily.
It's not that he allows it. It just happened.
Okay, well,
Situations happen.
does he have the power to stop it or prevent it? Like, could he have created animals impervious to natural forest fires? Like they're
Yeah,
just
but
burn proof.
that would be putting God. That would be putting your perspective on God.
No, it's not
That
perspective.
would
I'm asking
that would
you
be
if he
putting
has, does he have the power to do it, John?
God has the power to do anything he wants to do.
Okay, fantastic. So if he has the power
Mhm.
to do that, right? You would
Mhm.
agree then, unless you
But that
can
yeah.
tell me a reason why it's necessary for that animal to die in that forest fire and suffer.
Yeah, I won't say it's not necessary, but you can't
Okay.
say, oh well, he's immoral because he didn't say that, or he didn't say
Oh,
this, he didn't say
I'm
that,
not
he
there
said
yet.
this.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah, I mean you
So,
kind of are. You kind of say if he's
well,
animals trapped in the forest,
we're looking at,
dying, you know.
yeah, we're exploring this situation, right? It's a real world
Mhm.
situation. You would agree. Forest fires
Yeah,
start
it happened
naturally.
before.
Animals die in
Yeah.
forest fires, right? They suffer and die
Mhm.
because burning to death, that's a
Yeah.
horrible thing to happen, right? You don't just instantly
Yeah.
pain free, just go. It's horrible,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So you would agree they suffer and die in forest fires, right? And
Yes.
so you're telling me, I just want to be clear, you're telling me that because God is the giver and taker of life, it is the morally right thing to do for God to allow animals to suffer and die in forest fires.
Yes, because he is
Okay.
God.
And you would also agree that an animal dying in a forest fire started by lightning is unnecessary.
What do you mean? Yeah, basically, yeah.
It's unnecessary. So then we can conclude that it is morally right for God, the giver and taker of life, to allow animals to suffer unnecessarily.
It's not allowing. It just happened. He doesn't allow
Well,
it to. He
again,
doesn't
he
want
could
it to
stop it,
happen.
right?
He could. He could
Okay.
stop it. Doesn't
He
mean he
could
needs to
prevent
stop it.
it,
He could. Doesn't mean he needs to.
so he's allowing it.
No. He could. Doesn't mean he needs to.
Okay.
Just because you can do something
If
doesn't mean
you
you need to do
Okay,
something.
do you know what allow means?
Listen. Look, I talk. You can help. Listen, you can help the homeless person side the street, but that's not your main duty. That's not your servitude, right? We all
Yeah.
agree on that. So you can do that. You pass by homeless people on the street all the time. Why don't you help them?
Okay. So yeah. And so because the other part of that is that if a person says don't help me, you don't really have the
No,
power
I'm not saying this. If you see a homeless person on the road, right?
Yeah.
We all know we all have the ability to help. We help them, but it's not our duty to stop
Yeah, I didn't
everything
say anything about
that's
duty.
alive.
I said allow. You know what allow means?
Allow duty, same thing. Duty,
No, it's
allow.
not. No, it's not allow. It's not the same thing, John. Let's define allow. So allow means to give permission, approve, or not to prevent something from happening. That's all that allow means. So it has nothing to do with duty. So it can be grant permission, it can make it possible, or it could prevent or not prevent something, right? It's just allow something to happen. It's to not prevent it. So God allowing, oh, he dipped. Okay.
Yeah, it might have his connection might have gone out because he
Yeah.
did teak at the end. So.
Yeah.